I'm Chris Meyer. Join me and the Legendary Customs team as we take ordinary rides and craft them into legendary customs.
Alright, it is Saturday, and we are going to put the white on the dirty Ford. We painted it on Valentine's Day, which was Thursday. Now we have to get the white on in the bed area so we don't have to scuff the whole thing. So I'm here on Saturday. It's looking really good. Basically, we are tack clothing the whole thing, wiping it down wiping it down with grease and wax remover. And we'll be ready to spray. There's a lot of stuff on here that I have to keep on saying, dirty Ford, dirty Ford. Because again, it's not going to be a perfect vehicle. That's the whole thing behind it. So there's some dents and dings that are killing me to leave in here, but it's going to look good in the end because that's what we want to do. Anyway, thanks for joining in. We're going to start hitting the paint pretty quick here. Finish wiping it down and tack clothing it.
Alright, mixing up the paint to paint the dirty Ford.
We're using a little bit lighter color than a Wimbledon white. This is right on the side and on the data sheet. It's 2 parts paint to 1 part reducer. We have the paint in there. Throw in the reducer. Go up just a little bit over 4. That's where I was with the paint. And just make sure you mix it up very well. Then we'll filter it into the spray gun and we'll spray it. It's as easy as that. So it gets filtered once going into the paint holder. And the 3M system, you can barely see it, but there's actually another filter right in the cap. So then it gets filtered a second time before it's actually onto the truck. These guns are fully adjustable. .21, 22, and on the gauge there, 21, 22, somewhere in there. You always spray consistently, always using the same air pressure, you'll always get the same consistency with your colors. So let's turn on the fans and let's get spraying. We got the clear on. We got the color on. Now, all the work of wrapping up this gift so we can paint it, now we gotta unwrap it. Every time I unwrap something like this, seems like Christmas Day. Anyway, here we go. Kind of crazy how we put this beautiful paint on. 4 coats of the white. And then in the areas that we're not going to be making dirty, we put 4 coats of clear. There you have it. The dirty Ford cleaned up to a degree before we make it dirty again. As you can see, we took and fixed all the body. There's no holes in it, there's no rust in it. Now we put the paint on just like you would be doing a regular paint job. And then we're gonna make it dirty again, and you'll see how in future episodes. But I'll do a walk around with you. Here we go. Now the inside is going to be candy apple red, and the lower body parts are also going to be candy apple red. But you can still see the dents and the dings. Again, that's part of the plan. It'll all come together in the next couple steps here. And there you go, the dirty Ford with a part tuxedo on. Well, Zach painted this about 2 hours ago. I'm going to unwrap it. The contrast is exactly what I wanted. It's not a bright white, but it's white enough that the contrast just is perfect.
Doors are back on.
redneck. The body is on the frame. Awesome little third brake light. Oh. Just leaving Body Shop Supply, heading back to the shop. We're gonna paint that engine that we are not painting. It's a surprise. Brett, don't watch anymore. All right, the Dirty Ford. I've made up my mind. Obviously, we're gonna paint the engine. Gonna have beautiful firewall, beautiful inner fender. Everything's gonna be beautiful. This was gonna be a big turd under the hood where everything else is beautiful. So, it wasn't planned, but it's just the right thing to do. So we're gonna paint this. Here we go. As you can see, we have the second coat of epoxy on the Dirty Ford motor. You know, the one that we weren't going to paint. Epoxy has to cure for a minimum of 1 hour. So what do you do for an hour? Sit around? No. We're going to paint the paint booth. We're going to brighten it up, make it a bright, high gloss white. Bounce around light in here better, make it easier to see when we paint. Anyway, what a better way to kill an hour than to paint the paint booth. Here we go. A little after 7 o'clock on Thursday night. Well, we hit it hard. The motor has 2 coats of epoxy on it. It's cured for 3 hours now. We painted the paint booths really quick, and tomorrow we'll paint it the rest of the way. But it was a great day today. We got the unibody upstairs. We got the body back onto the Ford Crown Vic frame, and we just got a lot accomplished. Guys worked hard. A lot of things came together. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you much. Remember, like us on Facebook, Follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Appreciate it.